How do you get people who are up for parole in the state of Nevada out of prison, especially the people that are in Las Vegas, who are up for parole with nowhere to go? And when I say nowhere to go, I mean friends and family don't either want them to be there or they're not around. Maybe they were originally, their case was from another city of the state, but they ended up in Las Vegas. But they don't have just a single person to parole out to. Where do they go? And how do you get them out? I thought to myself, you know, this is a big problem. My sister's been incarcerated in Las Vegas for the last 10 years. And we figured, you know, these women, we see these women who are up for parole with nowhere to go. And how do we get them out? I said, okay, well, I'll open a transitional home. In order to get the women to parole straight out of there, we realized we have to be state certified. Well, the problem is that there's not really a lot of state certified places that are just committed to getting people out of prison. There are transitional living facilities that are technically that, but they're recovery homes. So you can pay $2,500 to go to the recovery home if you get a spot, but it's a very limited amount of places that are actually state licensed. So how are we going to navigate this problem when we know that people are getting out of prison and we still want to help them get out, but we're not state licensed, so they're not going to be approved if we give them our address? What we've found is that we've had to have them paroled to another place if they could get another address, and then that same day that they get out, they could come parole to our home. Now, why would they need to do that, right? Like, why isn't their family just taking them in? Or, you know, there's various questions that could even pop up from that particular issue itself. But, you know, a lot of people, they are surrounded by people that do drugs. So the only people and friends that they have are doing drugs in the home. Even though they're not ex-felons, they know if they go to that situation, they're just going right back into what got them there in the first place. And so it's really important for these women especially to have a group setting. You know, it's a family unit. They have a curfew every night. They have a meeting at curfew every night to check in, see how they could help each other. They're looking for jobs, they're getting education. You know, it's a part of our program to be a part of other community programs. So we really just are the housing component of a lot of re-entry programs that are happening in the city of Las Vegas in the first place. Transitional homes, you know, in order to get state licensed, it could be between $10,000 and $50,000. Believe me, I've done the research, depending on if you need a sprinkler system in the home. And if you have less than 5 beds, you don't need a sprinkler system. If you have 16 beds or more, then you do. But anything in between is going to be determined by the fire marshal. So you still have to put in that $4,000 application in order to get to the fire marshal process, where then they can tell you if it's going to cost 25 to 30 grand to get those sprinkler systems in. So there's a lot of uphill challenges for people like me who are trying to help these women who are eligible for parole and want to go to a safe place get out of prison.